What's going on, people? We are back with another video. Now, this video itself in particular has been recommended to me because Loren appeared on Twitter Space, on Shaboody's Twitter Space. To be fair, I have been invited on this before, but sadly he goes live 4 a.m. UK time, so that's why I can never really be on it, or 3 a.m. one or two. But nonetheless, though, from my understanding, Loren breaks the NDA heavily in this one, so heavily that the producers apparently rang him, or TLC whatever rang him and told him to get the F off and to never return ever again. But he did drop a lot of gems from my understanding. So I was originally gonna do this as a live stream, but I just don't have that time this week. So I'm just gonna do it as a recording instead. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you folks have to say in the comment section. I will say this, I've listened to a little bit of it, so do expect very foul language and also expect conversations that can be a little bit TMI. But with that being said, let's get into it and boom.
Do this. Well, I get, he's been married like 3 or 4 times, right? So I get that he's probably like all or nothing right away because he's 51, he's not getting any younger, and he knows he has this disadvantage, right? So I feel like he's like, I'm just going to put it all out there right away, which a lot of people would.
FYI, in case you don't know, right now, from my understanding, they are talking about Brian. Brian is a part of the new season of The Other Way, along with Loren, okay? Loren is the guy that's... yeah. Loren's a very interesting dude who's just flew to Thailand to meet his woman. And yeah, Brian's the one in the wheelchair, the one that's literally just flown to Brazil and is currently, packing some blue pills. Let's just call it blue pills. So yeah, let's get into it.
That could have been a phone call or a text message, like before I get there. Hey, listen, there's some things that you need to know about the workings of how the sex part is. Because I know you have questions.
Okay, so think about it. If you were to actually do that, then what would there be to film? There's no drama. So a lot of the time, you don't talk about anything on purpose.
By the way, this is Loren, the real Loren, people.
Yeah, that's really me.
What's up, Loren? How are you?
Hi. Sometimes I take Viagra and it doesn't work for me at all. I just don't get erect. It's ridiculous.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, no, I got actual Viagra and I took like 4, and I'm like, it's not working.
You got to get a Rattler, like a cocktail.
What, you taken 4 Viagras and it didn't work?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? I get fake ones?
You bought them from Temple?
Did you get it from India?
No, I got them like from Hims or something, like online, and I'm like, okay, this should work.
Oh my god, they are the fucking worst, by the way. Just want to tell you, they are fucking awful.
Well, okay. Wait, Coco, I heard that it has to do with the milligram dose that you get. Isn't that true?
I wouldn't know.
Well, neither would I. I'm just saying, I've heard that if you get like a low dose, for some people, it doesn't do anything.
I don't know, but I do know. I had a friend of mine who was like, he started taking Viagra when he was like in his 20s because like he's really fucked in the head. He just likes to experiment with drugs, and he just really enjoyed it. Like, but then he also
enjoyed it. How? Like, what do you mean?
He just liked the feeling of it, but then this is the type of guy who also liked a horse tranquilizer. So.
But wouldn't a 20-year-old be able to keep it up on their own? So what did he like the fact that it was
not if you're a total cokehead.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, well, what's enjoyable about a 4-hour erection? Like, what's enjoyable about that?
Well, you've been having sex for 4 hours.
People are having sex for 4 hours?
I've had sex longer than 4 hours. It depends on the partner.
I have too, but I was like on ecstasy.
Well, right. I can't imagine that sober, non-high people are having sex for 4 hours, right? Or am I just lame?
I mean, to be fair, I'm going to say you're not lame. I mean, having sex for 4 hours sober? Man, I know how I would be feeling, man. But I'm a virgin. Let's continue.
It's like it takes a long time to work up to it, but I've done it a couple times.
Well, I haven't. Maybe I'm just a little Christian boy.
No, you're good, George. I can't think of sex for 4 hours, and 4
hours. I'm just like 4 minutes. Leave me alone.
Yeah. when you get a certain age, you're like, please, God,
I'm in my 30s, and I'm like this.
Yeah.
Loren, I have to ask you. So, were you invited to the boat party in New York or what?
There's a boat party? I was just told show up in New York. I'm going to send you a plane ticket later. And I said, sure.
No, but did you hear about the boat party on Thursday night?
No.
It was before the 90 days promotional TLC thrown party on a boat in New York, and they invited a couple of your cast members.
Probably because he's the other way. He's the other way, so he probably.
Oh,
he
sure. I don't know if they want me to meet the other cast members yet. They're super like iffy about it.
The way George tried to save him, he was but he's on the other way, so maybe that's why. George, don't do that. Don't be nice. Let's keep it a buck. They just did not want to invite Loren to the freaking thing, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to invite him too, but hey, let's continue.
Because I'm gonna be like, "What's up?"
Well, you gotta meet them anyway, though, because you're gonna be at the toe. You gotta meet them.
Right. Did you live in Los Angeles?
No, I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, he's gonna be in New
Las Vegas.
Well, I'm always up to hang out with everyone on Earth, so.
Oh my god, I'm moving to Henderson, so technically.
Okay, it's not that far.
No. Oh, it's so amazing. It's so funny.
Yeah, that's gonna be your new friend. Coco.
Yay! I know someone in Vegas now.
True. Yeah, Lauren, they're probably scared of you with other customers because you're unfiltered.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, "Oh God, this guy," and I'm gonna ask him all kinds of stupid questions.
Oh, by
Like
the way,
they'll make fun of wheels for a minute.
true. I had George take the girlfriend test a couple
Oh,
weeks
which
ago.
I
one?
did take
The
it.
real one is out there, and then the TV version is out there. They didn't let me put the real one online or like on the show.
Why
Yeah, we
not?
just did the screenshot.
Because it used the word like spousal abuse, and it talked more about like assessing like their physical and mental abilities, like on like are you mentally handicapped level, instead of just like BS ridiculous questions.
What? What? Okay. Let me know your thoughts on that one, because boy, is he okay? Well, we know he's not okay, but that's just outrageous.
Oh. Well, they're having a little issue with the spousal abuse word right now. So
I know.
they wanted to steer clear of that whole conversation if possible.
Every time I brought it up, they're like, "You can't talk about how your exes beat you," and I'm like, "Okay."
Wait, your ex? Hold on,
Wait.
your exes beat you? Like,
That's why I have to take Viagra, because I'm like, if I get hard, I'm gonna get punched in the face.
I have.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not too sure why they're laughing, because boy, that's not really something to laugh about. Man is talking about abuse and stuff. Like, as if that's not like what? Am I missing something, kid? Did I miss the joke? Because I don't understand what's funny. Like, yo, what he's saying it's not. You know what? Let me know in the comment section. You know what I mean? Come on now.
I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start right now.
I'm at a loss for words.
So your
I actually feel like you're like the female. I'm like the female version of you, because I'm so unfiltered. Like, people literally ask me if I'm autistic, and
Yeah.
I am. But
Growing up, everyone said I was autistic, but I mean, like, I don't know.
Oh wait, so I have a question, right? So we know that you're gynosexual. So
That's the word they gave me. Yeah, it's interesting. I looked it up.
Wait, that's not the word you go by? They gave you
I
that
have
word?
I had no idea what it was. They just said, "Say this word, Lauren." I said, "Yeah."
Oh, I thought that this
I
was
don't know what it means.
It means that I only like feminine stuff, right? So like masculinity is unattractive, which technically is true. Like, I'm not into dudes.
But you're into what do you call it? Feminine trans women.
Right.
Preferably pre-op.
Right, because like if you get the operation, a lot of times you have like a urine issue and you just like stale urine like all the time.
Wait, what? You mean like
So like, okay, so you get the surgery, right? Because I've been with girls who have the surgery, and like a lot of times because the pee hole isn't like lined up properly after the surgery, you just kind of smell like stale urine all the time, and it's just, I don't know. It's not my favorite. Like fresh urine, sure.
So
like
the
not
area
that.
the area down there would always smell like urine no matter how like many times they shower.
Well, I mean, like they have to shower, but I mean, like a regular girl, right? Like regular girls can like choose not to wipe, and I'm like going down there, I'm just like, what the hell? Like, we have to shower now. And they're like, you're just being weird.
First and foremost, is obviously letting us know that he's not a gyno whatever thing, because obviously that's what he said on the show. He's obviously saying the show made him say that, or asked him to say that. Fair enough, I appreciate the honesty there, and I appreciate him not trying to, act like. Some people say, "Oh, the show me we do this," and they do like in a complaining way, whatever. He's just saying, "Nah, they told me to say it, and I just said it. It is what it is. I don't give a shit." So I respect that. But boy, man is dropping information right now about surgeries and stuff. This is quite interesting because, I mean, from my understanding, when people get BBLs, apparently it's not good. The hygiene down there is not good. So, from what I'm hearing. So he's talking about now when you pretty much get the chop and how it's just not going to be ideal down there. I mean, to be fair, I ain't gonna lie to you. This isn't really information that I really needed to know, because that's never gonna be me, you know what I mean? I like my women, yeah, and I'm a virgin. But let's continue.
Whoa. Okay.
Interesting
indeed.
Yeah, like Lauren, I used to listen to the Howard Stern show.
Okay.
And they would have like trans women on there, and then like they would be like post-op, and they said like after they got the operation, they would have to have like a stent to keep it from closing up and stuff.
Right. Yeah, you got to keep putting stuff in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I watched the one Real World season. And there was a trans girl, and she had it was like it kind of looked like a penis actually, and she had to sleep with it inside of her, like to keep the area open or whatever. It was crazy. Yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, one of my favorite girls in Vegas. She's post-op. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, once Coco moves to Vegas, you should invite her to the club that was on the show.
I would totally
Phoenix?
go.
Phoenix is great. I go there
I
all
want
the
to go
time.
too. We should all plan something. I want to go too.
Okay, plan a Vegas trip.
Vegas.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's all go. I love Vegas anyway, so let's just do it.
I mean, if you're watching me right now on my channel, and you're planning on Vegas, I don't mind coming too, but just know you got to pay for my flight and my accommodation. You know what I mean? Okay, whatever. Let's go.
True. I like Fremont Street.
Yeah, Fremont's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Out there though.
Oh my god! Every time I go to Fremont, like someone gets like stabbed.
Where I work at TJ Maxx, the hair educator, this lady like shot this other lady in the face. It was pretty crazy.
While you're working?
Well,
Yeah,
now
we were
you
all
know what
working
I'm
there, and
thinking
everyone's like
about.
freaking out, and I'm like, "What is going on?" They're like, "Oh, she didn't like her car return, so she shot her."
Oh,
Now y'all making me not want to go. That's crazy.
True.
Welcome to Vegas.
so
Yeah.
so Lauren, I have a question for you.
Of course.
Are you and Faith still together?
I 100% can't answer you that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an NDA thing for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you like really piece together like everything that I'm doing in my life, like my GoFundMe and then like my future goals that I've kind of posted about, it may be obvious that I still have interest in someone in the Philippines, which I'm just not allowed to say who it is.
This guy is oh my day, he's a joke man. He is a joke man. I can't answer that and then proceeds to pretty much answer it. That answered it. Man is like, listen, the NDA says I can't do this, but I'm a slick criminal. Let me, you know what? Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do, Loren. But anyway, we continue. Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
okay.
we can jump to conclusions.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's just yeah. Okay. Well,
Did you, Lauren? Did you watch older seasons of the show?
I've never seen the show. My ex-wife was like, "Sign up, I want money," and I'm like, "Okay," so I signed up, and then she took all the money.
Wait. Your ex-wife told you to sign up for the show because
Yeah.
she wanted you to get paid?
Right, because she knows that if I get paid, she gets paid.
So wait, does your ex-wife like have a job?
No, she just sits at home on free housing.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, so she just milks the system. She's already got like she's already trying to get her 4th baby on the way so she can keep milking child support from other men.
Wait, so she has 2 kids by you and then a kid by someone else, and then she's working on another kid by someone else?
Yeah, but she really wants an Asian one this time. She wants to have a collection going, so she's like looking for that Asian kid. But no Asian guy's doing it.
Okay, this is
Raw. I'm just gonna pop up real quick. This guy is ruthless. The way he's willingly, happily wanted to throw his own ex-wife under the bus. I mean, listen, it's very clear that he doesn't like her. He's been chatting a lot of negative things about her, you know, on social media, on Reddit, I think. And to be honest with you, somebody that's more than happy to go online and speak the worst about his ex-wife, the woman of his children. You know, somebody like that is not a good person. You know, somebody like that is nothing but a bad egg. Mm-hmm. But nonetheless, though, let me re-disappear again.
This is interesting. This conversation has taken a turn. Okay.
George, are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm trying to analyze what just happened.
Lauren, are you friends with any cast members from this season?
I'm trying to be. I really want to move in with Chicken Girl because like she can get a visa, like for someone from the Philippines, right?
Chicken Girl. Okay.
Yeah,
Chicken Girl.
Renee?
Oh my god, I love
Renee.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, Renee. I already knew he meant Renee when he said that. Yeah, Renee. That was an easy one to guess, Chicken Girl. But the way he's like Chicken Girl as well, this is a man that gives 0 Fs. This is a man that literally has nothing to lose in life. And to be honest with you, even though they've told him to not come back or whatever, I promise you this guy's going to find another way to break that NDA. He just doesn't care. He honestly does not care. Whew, boy, he might go down as one of the most interesting cast members of all time. And the crazy thing about it is, right, is that when he's talking, he's so calm and collected, you know? He's not like some people who, once they kind of, you know, don't like certain things, they just kind of go berserk and do crazy things, you know? It was like there's certain people that will, I don't want to say that clown's name, but there's certain people who are bold and whatnot, you know what I mean? They'll be like, ah, you know, then you go stat like da. Some people really go crazy. This guy is just casual with it. Honestly, he doesn't care about anything in life. Wow, the casualness is dangerous. He's a dangerous dude to be around. If you're all gonna go Vegas, I hope you're not going with this guy because I promise you now, he's a dangerous guy to be around. Promise you now.
Okay, yeah, Renee. I mean, like,
no, I prefer Chicken Girl. We're going with Chicken Girl. I actually prefer that.
because I used to live on a chicken farm, so I get raising chickens. Like, it's great.
Yeah, we're going with Chicken Girl. I like this.
Chicken Girl. Okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah, I said Chicken Lady in my tweet, but Chicken Girl works.
Yeah, it has a ring to it.
Wait, hold on. We can hook her up with Jose from UK.
Oh, I love chicken.
Lauren.
Wait, he's still with his wife though.
Yeah, I know.
We don't want to break up any happy homes.
Lauren,
Why
have you
not?
met
TLC.
have you met any of the past season cast members?
There's some dude who says he's on a show from 90 Day in China. I forget his name, but he's talking to me. Yeah, he's like, we're hanging out. And I'm like, okay, man, whenever you're ready.
Oh, cool.
But nobody from the prior seasons before you.
Not yet.
Okay.
Lauren, I saw that one video you posted on like Facebook, and you're kind of lightheartedly goofing, saying like, "Yeah, I just thought of this new idea, a 90-day fiance house. We could all
Right.
be in a house together." Blah blah. But was that like a subtle shot to like Statler?
No, I mean, like, okay, so I was like, we were talking like while they were filming, and I'm like, you know what we need? We need to make this show more interesting. What if we just slapped a bunch of other cast members in like a house together and forced each other to like pretty much just like challenge and like do sports and stuff?
Well, I think that's going to happen. But when I saw the video, I thought that was like you're goofing on Statler, which also made a recent claim that that was her idea.
I have no idea who Statler is.
Okay, I thought.
I was legit just going to say it's evident this guy has no idea who Statler is. Like, unless he's a great freaking actor, you know what I mean? The way he was responding, he was just thinking, huh? And remember, he claimed he's never seen the show before. So if he hasn't seen the show before, but then again, though, when you do go on the show, from my understanding, they put you like in a WhatsApp group where you can meet other people that have been a part of the show. But Statler's probably not even in that, to be fair with you. she's been discontinued. But the crazy thing about it is that Statler's on the same season as him right now. Wait, hold it. Oh yeah, no, he should know who she is. Oh shit, he should know. What am I doing? They're on the same freaking season. Oh my days. Yeah, okay. Does this mean that he hasn't watched any of it? Any of the common season? I do you know what? This guy right here, I can tell he was a dangerous dude. Nah. Just oh my days. He had me confused for a second there. It's a good thing I stay on the boat.
The producers put you up to making fun of her.
Oh no, I didn't think that.
I mean, if I have the chance to make fun of somebody, let's do it. But I have to like know who they are.
True. No, I thought I was in conspiracy land. Don't mind me.
Oh, I have to say, that house show starts filming this week.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't. You didn't hear from me, but it's not filming in this country. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, of course it's not. I told you guys that. Why?
Well, it's not in like a weird place. Like if you would name off a country, it's not.
But it's not
like,
in the U.S.
You mean like what,
so-
Mexico
No,
or
but-
something?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say that. You did.
Mm.
Interesting. This is some good tea
Yes. Yes, and oh man, I know who's gonna be on it. I can't say nothing just yet, but y'all are gonna shit your pants. Like y'all are gonna. It's crazy.
Okay. What if I guessed?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to say anything, but I mean,
Okay.
you can guess, and I could say if you're warm or not.
How can you say I wasn't supposed to say anything, but yet you mentioned it anyway? Come on, make that make sense, Georgie boy. Listen, if it's me personally, I'm the first person that I'm guessing 100% is gonna be what's his name? Rob. Rob is definitely in it. I promise you this now. Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Is it to do with Annie and David?
No.
Okay.
What's the concept of the show again? I missed that whole thing of the house show.
It's like a singles house, but with a therapy aspect where they're all
So,
there
like,
and they're
rehab?
single. Basically, like relationship rehab. Like they've all had failed relationships, and they're gonna try to figure out.
Oh, like that
why.
that house with the hip hop people. Remember that? What is it? Marriage
Marriage boot camp.
boot camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's along the lines of that.
Okay,
But everyone
okay.
is single, so
Okay.
it's within hopes that people are gonna fool around.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I already knew about it myself, to be honest with you. I knew about the show. It is the best way to explain it, right? Easiest way. It's basically the last resort, but the single life version. That's what it is, okay? Literally, there are singles who are going to seek therapy. But of course, because they're going to be in the same vicinity, they can obviously do a little thing here and there if they want to, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not that hard to explain, you know? It's really not that hard to explain. But I know for sure Rob's in it. Because Rob teased it in the tell when he was telling Sophie about how he's already started doing therapy. That's how I knew he was gonna be in it. But anyway, yeah. Anyone else? I haven't got a clue. But if I was to take a wild guess, I'm expecting Natalie to be in it. 100%. Yeah. She's gone quiet for a minute. Yeah, I expect Natalie to be in it. To be honest with you. Who else? Rob's 100%. Natalie, I expect that. I don't know it, but I expect that. Jamal, I don't see him being in it. Jamal should be in it, but I don't see him being in it. Because he's a single person, just to make that abundantly clear. But if they put Jamal in it and Veronica and Tim, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wouldn't really like that, to be honest with you, because I'm so bored of watching Tim and Veronica together, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Yeah, I'll get back on that. I'll get back to you on who else I think could be in it, you know. Kimberly won't be in it, but that'll be interesting. Michael won't be in it. But Michael should be in it. I don't think he's going to be in it. We continue.
That's kind of the aspect of like there will be people like there'll be doctors that are asking questions like, well, why do you think this relationship didn't work? And why do you think this second marriage didn't work? And why do you think? But then at the end of the night, everyone is there drinking in the same house together.
And it's like former cast members, and then is it so? There's like going to be a new batch of people too, right?
Well, there's former cast members, and there's going to be like random hot people to throw into the mix. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it starts filming this week, so I'm kind of excited because it's a different concept, and I feel like we've really been watching the same thing for years and years and years. So it's kind of fun when they throw something new into that, you know?
Yeah, they need to have Loren pop in and like throw a wrench into everything.
Yeah, I'll do whatever they want. That's why they like me so much. They're like, Loren, do this, and I'm like, okay.
Well, you have to be single, and I don't think Loren is single.
I know. Like, there's actually like a huge twist there to that answer of like single or not, and it's like way outside the show.
Well, we know that you are non-monogamous.
That's actually something they created.
Wait, you what? So wait, are you?
This guy is funny. Hey. I don't want to break the NDA when you ask me the question about whether I'm with Faith or not, but I'll break the NDA in terms of the things that they've told me to say and the things that they've created, and I've just said, yeah, I'll do it. This guy is funny as hell, and he's funny unintentionally. He's one of those people that I could watch from afar, laugh my ass off, but I can never be friends with him. Hell to the no. I'll be down.
A one-person man, and then they told you to.
I say that as if I'm shocked, but I'm not.
So when I applied for the show, they asked me about how I feel about monogamy, right? And so my answer is, well, I mean, if my girl doesn't come home for like 4 days because she's shacking up with someone, I don't actually care. Like, as long as I can keep going to work to pay child support, it doesn't matter. And they're like, so you like open relationships? And I'm like, yeah, okay.
So you're not poly?
No, like if my partner is, I don't care, kind of thing. So that means I'm automatically non-monogamous, right? According to the show.
Well, but wait, I'm confused. So if your partner was cheating, you don't care, but would you also be cheating or no?
No, I'm too busy working. I'm not going to jail for child support.
Oh, okay. So basically you were saying it's not an end of a relationship if you caught your partner cheating, and then they took it to the point of saying, say you're non-monogamous.
Right.
Ah, okay. They made it seem like you were out there looking to be poly and have sex.
No, I'm fully aware that's how they twisted those words around. And I'm like, oh, I get where you're going.
They made it seem like you need as many penises hitting your face as possible.
Well, I don't think I'll be looking for a second penis. I'd probably be going for vagina if I already had a penis.
True. I'm just saying, they just made it seem like you were freaking the sheets.
Only when they asked me to be.
True.
Interesting.
But you have a good relationship with the producers?
I love my guys on the show. They're amazing.
Okay.
So Loren, you said you like vagina?
Right. So like, I want to spend the rest of my life with a penis, but like, there's nothing wrong with vagina. I think about it all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to be clear on that because I said, wait a minute.
So, do you feel like you ask a question and then after you get the answer, you're a little more confused?
Yeah. Sometimes.
That's why I probably have to talk a certain way in the show. They said I'd be too confusing.
Yeah.
I'm very confused right now. I'm not gonna lie.
I shouldn't have asked that question.
Yeah.
It's not confusing. I don't know why you find it confusing, to be honest with you, man. I should have been on this panel. Damn, man, I would have enjoyed myself, man. Jesus, it's not that confusing. He's just saying that at the end of the day, he doesn't mind women. He doesn't mind the, you know what I mean? But ideally, he wants to spend the rest of his life with somebody who's got the, you know what I mean? Simple as that. It's not rocket science. But let's continue. This guy is something else.
Loren, I saw the Instagram live where you were couch surfing, but then you had to pay all the utility bills or something.
Right. No, it was ridiculous. I'm like here on the couch, and then my like friend was like not trans, lied about it. So I moved in with them anyway. And then they were like, oh yeah, Loren, there's no power today because I don't feel like paying the bill. So if you want power, you got to pay it. And I'm like, damn.
What?
And so and so like here I am living on the couch,
insane.
and I'm just like, it's 120 degrees in Vegas. Of course I'm paying the damn power bill, but like we should split it or something.
Can we go back for a second? You said that they weren't trans but lied about it. Can we unpack that? So it's a guy and he's lying to people and saying that he's trans.
So when I bought the plane ticket to the Philippines, it was because I met this person in Las Vegas who was from the Philippines on a work visa who wanted me to go to the Philippines to meet their friend for a marriage visa. And so I'm like, yeah. But every time I met them, they were female. And when I moved in, like a week into it, we were like hooking up. All of a sudden, it was gone. I was like, who's this?
What do you mean it was gone? You mean like the penis was gone?
No. Like the female was gone. It was just like a bro. And I'm just like, why are you dressing up? Like, what happened to the wigs and the outfits and the makeup? And then he was like, no, I just do that to like get guys to come over. And I'm like, damn, like I moved in and everything.
So wait, y'all were in a relationship?
Kinda, because I was only sleeping with him to reduce my rent.
Okay.
This is like the opposite.
You know what?
Well, do you remember like Love in Paradise? The older man with the Brazilian guy.
Oh, you mean Aaliyah and Sean?
Yeah, it was like a reverse Aaliyah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Because on the show, Aaliyah was going feminine, but then Lauren's case.
Wait. Okay, I have a question now because the person dressed up like a woman and acted very feminine. So when you were living with them and they were in the house dressed as a guy, did they act masculine?
Yeah, like it was totally different, like completely. I was like, wait a minute, like you should have told me this before with him.
Would you say the person was just gay, but they wanted to attract men? Okay, I'm following now. Okay, so he was a gay guy, but liked to attract men who were interested in trans women or men in drag.
Right.
Okay, I understand now.
He was a lazy crossdresser.
So when I moved to Vegas, I was told I had free housing by the librarian Esther on the show, and so when I moved here, it turned out that that house was only available for 2 months. Like the bank was going to take it back. And so I had 2 months to find someone to like live with. And that was my first shot. I'm like, okay, this person's into me. I'm going to marry their friend. I'm going to have sex with them to reduce rent. It's going to work out, you know, because I don't want to be on the streets. And so that was it.
Oh my god.
Okay. So, okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Did you like the person? Like, were they attractive, or was this just like rent's 2,000, but with this person it's 1,000? Like, how were you looking in the situation?
I mean, I was attracted to him at first, but then like it just got really weird. The moment he's like, okay, you're moving in, but then you got to marry my friend in the Philippines, and then I'm a guy now, and I'm just like, what is going on?
Oh
So
my
wait,
god.
it was a
real life.
demand.
Right, that was part of rent, was marrying his friend, and then he quit paying the bills. I'm just like, damn,
wait,
you make like
who
3
was the
times what I
friend?
do.
Was the friend a lady boy or a girl or a guy? What are we talking
That's
about?
what I thought. He said, oh, my trans friend, but it was like a morbidly obese, like black dude who lives in the Philippines.
It's American.
There's
No.
black people there's black people in the Philippines. I'm confused.
Like, I don't know if it was like a filter or something, but like every picture.
What do you mean there's black people in what? I'm disappointed. You know what? Listen, I need to know if George has ever left America before, because I tell you this now, people that have generally never left their own country, knowledge of outside, very little. Bruh, there is black people in every country. Every country has every single race in it. They may have little of it, but every country has that. Yeah. This guy, honestly, man, uneducated people blow my mind. Like, there's black people in the Philippines. I mean, let's be real. Like, you look at the Philippines anyway, like, they are already tanned themselves. You know what I mean? And obviously, that doesn't mean they're black, but why, man? Sorry. It's just that when people say things and I'm just like, oh, there's black people there. I'm like, what do you mean? Why shouldn't there be? Yeah. Sorry. Just blows my mind. Like, this is why I always say to people, travel, see, go at least once in your life, leave your country and go somewhere else different. Just at least once in your life. Okay. Or you do have sources like the YouTube, like the TikToks. The internet gives you resources. Now, obviously, that's a bit different, but yeah, this is wild to me when people say that and they act so surprised. But anyway, we continue with this. So I'm just ranting at this point because this triggers me when people say, oh, but let's continue.
Like we FaceTimed once, and I'm like, what's going on here? And he's like, hey.
Wait, there are black Filipinos?
Okay, so
No.
like in like super South Philippines, he's like super dark. Like I was like, because I didn't realize it wasn't. I thought it was like a scam. I thought it was like some dude in Africa.
Oh, it was definitely a scam. Whatever you're describing right now, I can't put my finger on it.
But that's why I had a ticket to the Philippines. See, my grandma died, and so I used all that extra money from her death to buy that ticket, so I can have rent, so I have a place to live.
Okay, I just have one little follow-up. So how did I'm sorry for your loss. How did your grandmother's death get you extra money? I'm just curious.
So when she died, I inherited like $2,000, the exact amount for that plane ticket during that small period of time.
Oh, okay.
So I used all of that money instead of like something else to buy this ticket.
Yeah, because everyone was wondering how is a homeless guy buying a plane ticket?
Right.
Yeah, because they're super expensive, right?
No,
that was like
crazy
everybody's
expensive.
number one question. They were like, you know, he's a couch surfer, but he's like on, because, you know, I looked at it as you're in the Philippines, kind of on vacation. You're staying at this nice resort, and I was like, that's not something that broke people do. So he's clearly got money somewhere,
My
right?
plan to the Philippines was to have a hammock and just sleep in the countryside, but the show did not want me to do that.
You cannot just sleep outside in the
Well, that's
Philippines.
what I do in America.
Don't they have wild animals that roam around in the Philippines?
That's called food. I mean, I've been hunting.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but like, are you guessing or do you know these things for a fact? You can't just guess that. Man, sorry, this stuff winds me up, to be honest. Like, don't they have? That means you don't know. That means you're guessing. Nah, you need to know. I don't like when people just say, oh, but don't they? Because that just tells me how narrow-minded someone is. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's outside of America. So, you know, they must have wild animals somewhere there, you know. I mean, they're not the first world country, so they must have it, you know. Yes, I'm triggered. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah. It's the Philippines, so they must have wild animals. It's like when people think that, generally speaking, wherever you go in any country in Africa, yeah, Africa, the continent that has countries in it, just put it out there. It's like when people assume that you can't just, you know, enjoy life on the outside because it's wild everywhere, as if we don't have cities, you know, and things like, bruh. Woo, boy. The funny thing is, there is a possible chance that if you go into some of the forests in the States, that there may be more crazy animals there than you wouldn't see in other countries that you think would be worse. You never know. unless you educate yourself. But nonetheless, though, let's continue. But anyway, man, let's get into Loren. I'm here for Loren. I don't even know why I'm in my feelings about what he's saying. He's just saying things that just blasphemy. If I don't call it out there, I just don't feel like I'm being me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm
you could be
sorry.
You rap
You're
sports.
amazing.
Let's do
You're
it.
amazing. I love this. I definitely want to hang out with you in Vegas.
Yeah, we're gonna plan something because I feel like hanging out with you, I would wake up the next day not knowing where I am, married to
It'd be like
someone.
The Hangover, right?
Oh my
With a
god,
tattoo.
great.
I feel like that is definitely. I would wake up face tattoos in bed with someone that I don't know, and I'm married. I feel like it would be one of those nights.
You'd be married to a
You can get a
black
face tattoo for
Filipino.
$20 in Vegas. Come on.
This is
So,
crazy.
Lauren,
I'm not
definitely be
allowed
the
to
one
get a
to
face
root for
tattoo,
those.
though. They told me I'm not allowed to.
Who is they? The producers?
Yeah, those who walk behind the rows, right? Who are watching everything I'm doing every second.
So they said that face tattoos is where they draw the line.
And my hair. They're like super weird. They're like, you cannot have it shorter or longer. And I'm like, okay.
I didn't know that they controlled people's. Well, no, I did know that. I do remember there was a cast member who was a good friend of mine who wanted to cut their hair off, and they did it, and they got in trouble with production because when they signed the contract, they said that you wouldn't change your likeness between the beginning of filming and the end of filming, and they cut their hair in the middle, and then
continuity and
yes,
pickup interviews.
Because we do that. There's a lot of pickup nonsense.
And when you were in the Philippines, you had $46 in your pocket too.
So, I had like 146, but I like someone needed $100 from me in the United States and borrowed it.
True.
So I had like basically no money.
So what was your plan? Because I noticed that you got there and you had a small backpack, one that you would take to school. So what was your plan? Where were your clothes?
They were in the backpack.
But Loren, how many outfits did you have with you?
Oh, okay. So you're asking. Okay, so before I went to the Philippines, I shipped everything I owned there to give to charity. So I just picked through my stuff that I had donated that Faith was holding on to.
Oh, okay. I get because I was really confused because I was like,
I know because I had like 15 outfits in a backpack.
Yes, I was just confused. I was like, I know what fits in a backpack. You know, I fly all the time and I have my carry-ons and I know what fits and I know that I can't go anywhere for 20 days with a backpack. No, I knew something was wrong. So okay, so you had all of your stuff shipped there. That's why you only had one bag. Now I'm following along now.
Yeah, they said they're going to take that part out, so I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to talk about it, but it's like a huge thing that we were trying to set up with me and my boss.
What, the clothing donation?
Yeah, my donation box is that like I was living out of it basically.
Oh.
But they told me they weren't going to use that. Like it was too complicated for people to understand that I'm donating things and wearing them.
I mean, I am a bit confused. So I get that.
I'm not gonna lie to you, but like, bro, you've been confused the whole freaking thing. You're the only person who keeps saying I'm confused. Like, when are you not confused? Like, there's nothing confusing. Legit, like, I need to go on this panel, man. But to be honest with you, I feel like if I went on this panel, I'd have to cause a little bit of havoc there, because I'd be holding people accountable. Like, I'd just be like, bro, like, it's not that difficult. Maybe one day I'll be up at 3 a.m. and I just join the chat and cause a whole lot of ruckus. Yeah, I'd make that episode legendary. With Mr. I'm Confused. I don't know what's worse, Mr. I'm Confused or Mr. I have to overstand. Oh man, let's get into it.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff I say is going to be confusing though. So like, I'm sure they edit it like the way they do for that reason.
But are you confusing in general, or is it just because the show isn't necessarily real life, so it's confusing because there's certain things you can't say?
Right. Yeah, that's a huge thing too. Like in real life, I'm a really straightforward person. Like I make jokes, but like nobody's ever confused on what I'm talking about.
Okay. So I'm mostly confused because there are things that you just can't say right now. So it sounds weird because the full story cannot be talked about. Okay, because most of this time I've been really confused, and I was like, well, maybe he's just a confusing person or whatever. But I think
I went there, you know, and I was like, let's figure this out, you know, and that's where we're at, I guess.
So what is like the cost of living in the Philippines? Because you were saying that it was so much cheaper for you to live in the Philippines. And then also, are you allowed to work? Because what kind of visa did you have?
So I was on a traveler's visa, but my plan wasn't to get a visa. My plan was to go live in someone's shed on a farmland, like illegally for the rest of my life.
Wait. You were trying to smuggle yourself into the Philippines.
Right, using a TV show with that donated money to give to the farmer to like basically pay to hide me.
But if you were on TV, wouldn't you going on TV saying that you were there give away that you were there?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I set up everything right, maybe I can get to like church property and just claim sanctuary for the rest of my life.
But how would you take care of yourself? Like, how would you make money?
No, I don't need money. I just work, right? So if I just work 48 hours, you know, forever.
Oh, so like they do here, like the illegals here. You just go to work every day and get paid under the table.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you had no plans for real, like no plans of coming back to the U.S. Your plan was to go over there and never come back.
I mean, it wasn't really up to me, which they cut that part out. But I'm like, this is one of my two options.
So wait, you had two options, and one was to leave and never come back?
Right. One was to leave and go hide, you know, and then the other one was to have the other person come here, right? And those are the two options.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. And so it seems like the only one that I get to use right now is me only leaving. They're cutting out the part where I'm being negotiable.
Oh, so are you allowed to say why you have to leave, or is it like legally not smart for you to say that?
Why have to leave what?
Like you said that your option was to leave. Like, was there like a reason you staying was not safe, or?
Oh, I mean, like, so my ex-wife would be forced to get a job. Like, that's a huge thing, you know, because she's gonna milk that forever. But I'm sure she probably could figure it out even if I wasn't paying. And then like in America, like I don't know, I don't really care. Like I don't vote or anything. I don't. You have any support from the government because my ex-wife takes it all. So like I don't have food stamps and like I don't have health care. I never have a place to live. But if I could live in a shed, you know, in the Philippines, like there's no HOA to tell me I can't. So I could totally pull that. There's no OSHA.
Oh, okay, I follow. Yeah, my HOA.
In a nutshell, this guy wanted to flee to the Philippines, so therefore he wouldn't have to pay child support anymore. As long as he's in the States, he's paying for it. Man was trying to run away from the child support. Let's not forget that little detail there that he's not saying. Wow, I told you, Loren is a guy that has nothing to lose. A guy like that is scary. I wouldn't want that guy anywhere near me. I probably this now. Whoa, boy. Hey, we need to check if Faith is still alive, to be honest with you. Like, what's going on? Damn. Okay. I mean, honestly, he needs to... I'm pretty sure there's people in America right now who are like, listen, bro, please leave us. Please don't come back. But there's people in the Philippines thinking, please don't come here. We don't need you here. This guy is a wildcat. I would love to do an interview with him, though. I would love to do that. Oh, my days.
HOA told me that I had to paint my driveway last month. So yeah, I can understand if I had you living in my backyard that they would be pissed off. So I follow that. I get it. It's just, so your plan was to go over there. Is it because your ex-wife would have you arrested? Is that what's going on? Like,
Oh
for
yeah.
child
No,
support?
if I were to try and live over there like legally, TSA would just be like, nope, and I'd just go to jail.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, because I won't make enough money on a Philippines pay budget to cover the expenses that she takes from the government. Because I basically have to pay off whatever she can finagle herself into stealing from, like, you know, taxes.
But why are you solely responsible for paying it back?
Alimony.
Oh,
Right.
is it alimony?
It's like a mixture of like alimony
Yeah.
and child support. So like she
I
does
gotta.
whatever she
Sorry,
wants.
Lauren, I gotta see a picture of this wife before your season ends, because this is just too crazy.
It's on my Facebook. Like she lost some weight. She was like 400 and something when we were married, and now
Oh.
she's only like probably like 200 something now. I was 360 then.
Can we go back? Can we go back for a second here?
Holy fucking
So-
shit. Is this real life right now? Like, am I in a dream?
And on
I
a
have a
night,
question.
Coco, and on a
Yeah.
sober night.
So I have
This
a
is school
question.
No,
night.
that's what's scary. Is I'm completely sober
Me
right
too.
now, and I'm like,
So how long have you been attracted to trans women? Because you said that you were in a relationship with a 400-pound woman. So I'm just curious, like, when did it shift to
Okay.
trans women?
So so you know the movie Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Yes.
Yeah.
oh no.
I was
yeah,
like
that's
maybe
the
like
one.
5 or 6 years old, and I said, "Wow, that's really cool. I wonder if that's real life." And I've been attracted ever since then.
Really?
Even a
Yeah.
what?
I
So
didn't think
how
it was
did you
real
end up-
though.
How did you end up with your ex-wife? I'm just curious.
Okay, so in high school, I was sleeping with all the girls I possibly could, right? Because I can. And she was like the safe bet. So I didn't use a condom with her because she was going to go get a scholarship to go teach English in Germany. And then she's like, you know what? I don't think I ever want to work another day in my life. I'm just going to quit taking my birth control and not tell you. And so then she got pregnant. And my family's like, well, now you got to do the right thing.
Holy
And I'm just
shit.
like, this sucks. Because out of all the girls, I thought she was like the safe one. And so I tried to make it work for a while, and it just didn't, because she just went batshit crazy. She's like, Jesus says you can't do the dishes, and Jesus says you can't own a cell phone, and Jesus says we have to have 7 dogs because my family has 4. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? She's like, you either get with it or get out. And I said, okay, I guess I'm getting out.
But you had 2
So-
kids with her?
So the trick was, I'm really trusting.
The trick?
The trick was I'm really trusting. And she said, you won't have to pay child support if you give me a second kid now in exchange for a longer period of time stealing from the government. And I said, okay, commit fraud longer as long as I don't have to pay for it. But in Washington State, we don't have a choice. She automatically gets child support no matter what. So it was just a trick.
I'm sorry. Wait. Okay. Did you want to have children, or did she
never.
ask you?
Because I wanted a
So-
transgendered woman. So like a vagina was just like the only thing I had access to.
So wait, where did you live that you didn't have access to trans women?
I lived in a small
I'm
town
so-
called Stanwood, Washington. There was maybe like 1,000 people. And so like, I didn't know transgender were even real until like way later in my life. I literally thought it was
Oh,
just a movie thing.
So are we talking pre-internet? Because the internet would have told you,
Well,
right?
there was internet, but like we really didn't have it because it was like a small town, right? My family was just not
Oh.
into it.
Oh, okay. So
This is a comedy hour, bro.
this is really interesting because the 400-pound ex-wife is what did it.
So she started it like,
I love the way he has to keep making it known that the ex-wife was 400 pounds. Man, damn. Wow. I mean, can't you just let that go? Like, do you have to keep saying that? Why can't you say the ex-wife? My man said it 3 times now. The 400-pound ex-wife. Wow. I mean, I don't know if Loren... Loren's one of those kind of people, right? He just says things because he just says things, you know what I mean? It doesn't really mean anything to him. He's not even trying to be funny. He could legit be a stand-up comedian and not even realize how funny he can be. Now, I'm not saying some of the things he's saying is funny. It's just his delivery is quite good, to be fair with you. He's very innocent. Was that the right word? I don't know. But either way, though, we should drop this whole, you know, £400 wife. Just say his wife. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
220 right when we met, and then slowly throughout her 4-year marriage, she just only ate McDonald's and drank at least 48 Dr. Peppers a day.
But did Jesus tell her to do that too?
Jesus told her that her weight is determined on her like power. So like she gained weight so that she became more powerful. That's why she went to the buffet every single day with my money.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up.
I think what's
Well,
more
she made it up.
confusing
What are you
to me-
talking about? That can't be real. Jesus came to her to dream, but like what?
I think what's more confusing to me is that you didn't get on TV sooner. Because this little conversation right here, if this isn't turned into a reality show, I don't even know what TV is. Because I would watch this. Whatever
Everyone
you're
keeps
talking
saying write a
about right
book,
now, I
but
would
then
watch
everyone
it.
online's like, fuck you, Loren. And I'm like, okay, fine, don't write a book with me. I guess I suck.
The issue with Loren is that Loren has no filter whatsoever. This is a madness. I wish I was there for this. I really do wish I was there for this.
So
Yeah, keep it going.
okay, I have a question for you. Did anybody ever tell you you resemble Liberace?
Liberace. I get a lot of
Yes.
crazy names, but that's the first for Liberace.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
Is
like
it because of the
Spicoli?
open shirt? People call me Liberace because of the open shirt thing, but I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if I
about-
look like him. I have no idea what he looks like.
What about Spicoli?
Stickholy? I don't recognize that name
Spicoli.
either.
I'll send you a photo. I'll tweet it
Okay.
out. Let's see.
I just can't
Here
believe
we
they edited
are.
me to say sexual so much this time. It was crazy.
Wow.
Oh my god, here we are thinking that you're some weird creepy guy, and you're the funniest person that I think I've
Well, they edited me that way, right? They're like, let's make him like this sex guy. And it's like,
He's
I mean, like,
creepy.
yeah, sex, but come on.
This real creepy guy.
I know.
Yeah. We're like, oh my god, he's so weird and
So
creepy.
at work though, when I'm at work and people like see me, they're like, I know you, I know what you do. And I'm just like, okay, do you need help?
You work at like a Target or something?
I work at TJ Maxx. And so like, it's, you know, there's a bunch of ladies that watch the show, but there was this lady, she was screaming at the front register because she's like, I know him and he's evil. He needs to be fired. And I'm just like, lol. And then I asked if I could help her to her car and she was like, get away from me.
Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh my
It's
god.
outrageous. I mean, like, I know I come
Oh my
across as like
God.
not like the best guy, but I don't think I'm like that bad.
No, I mean you're not the guy that's like donating his sperm to like a million women.
No. I'm done with kids, hopefully. You never know.
I just think you're very quirky and eccentric, and I'm the same way too. And I feel like people like to judge that.
Right.
I'm like that too. Like I'm very blunt, no filter, and people are just like, yeah, is she okay? And I'm like, no, not really. But so yeah, I understand your personality 100%.
That's good. As long as someone does, right?
They're actually giving the rerun, and they're showing your scene when you walked Faith to her hotel room.
That was actually a lot of fun. Like we did that every single day. And that elevator takes so long. It is the slowest elevator I've ever been on.
So Loren, why did you get banned off Reddit?
Okay, so there was 3 things. So the first strike was I gave my address I was born in, 1111 McDougal in Everett, Washington. The second strike was oh my god, what did I say? Oh yeah, I talked about how like my ex, the librarian, she had like a bacterial infection in her vagina, so she has a rotting vagina for a temporary period of time. And they're like, "You're insulting women," and I'm like, "No, it's a legitimate medical thing that we had to deal with. I put yogurt in her vagina for like a week, and then it was all cleared up." And then the third thing was,
You mean a yeast infection?
no, it wasn't like a yeast infection. It was different because it was like, I don't know, because I've had a yeast infection for one of my exes before, and it wasn't like that.
Wait, you had a yeast infection in your mouth?
No, on my penis. It was weird, and in my butt.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Sorry.
It was all gross, and I was just like, you know,
George, are you ever gonna fucking learn?
well, I mean,
it's my fault for what
okay.
I said, right? It's my fault.
I don't understand why I'm always the one who's like, let's take a shower. And all of my exes are like, you're weird. And I'm like, no, just take a shower. It's been like 4 days. Just take a shower. And I'm like fighting with them to bathe on a regular basis.
Oh my god, you're dating people who refuse to
That's
shower.
my ex-wife. She went like a few months without bathing. And I'm just like, you have to shower.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was crazy living with her. She just stunk up the whole house. And then she was a hoarder, so it didn't help.
Stop it.
Jesus Christ.
I tried to make that work, but it was rough.
I'm dying right now.
Maybe
How do you try to make it work with someone who doesn't bathe for 2 months?
I mean,
Like-
you know, they were out partying every night. So when I came home, they were just like, oh, the kid's yours, see ya. And I'm just like, damn, I just got off work, but all right.
I mean, did your ex-wife, is she the reason that turned you away from women?
I mean, it turned me away from having kids. I mean, like after that happened, I was like, man, this is like, I really got to love the person and like trust their like mental fortitude, because like she seemed normal at first and then she just went freaking crazy. So can I trust anyone not to lose their mind after having kids?
When did she seem normal though? Because everything
When
that
we
you
met in
said.
high school, like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, she seemed okay. Then she got pregnant at like 16 because she said she didn't want to do it anymore. It was too much.
Wait. Y'all got pregnant at 16?
I was like 18. I was just starting college, and she was just like, "No, you're done with that."
Holy crap. Okay, I didn't realize it was that early on.
Yeah, she's crazy.
So y'all were basically kids. So yeah, you had no idea who she was because at 16, you know, the crazy doesn't usually show itself at that age.
Right. But then like, I met
her
her family, and her family's the same way. They don't cook really. They don't clean. They smoke like a carton of cigarettes in the house a day. They do have 4 dogs. They don't, like there's like a bush growing through their building, and they're like, it's part of nature. And I'm like, but there's mold in the house, and you're holding a baby while smoking a cigarette and a gun at the same time. And I'm just asking you to put out the cigarette, and you're like, I'll shoot you, you motherfucker. And I'm just like, man, you guys are crazy.
Oh my God.
I just don't want you to hold a 1-year-old and smoke a cigarette at the same time. I'm the bad guy, I guess. Like,
You got to write a cartoon or something.
A cartoon.
I'm trying to do a video game. Me and my friend started making it, but then he said doing things for money is lame, and then he destroyed his computer that we were working on the game with.
Doing things for money is lame. Isn't that what people do? Like, it's called a job.
I know, but like we also tried making a book, and he destroyed that. And that was my first movie I filmed. He just lost the footage because he's too hip to like accurately do things.
Maybe you should stop doing things with him?
I mean, yeah, no, not anymore. I mean, I'm done with him. He kicked me out the house because my ex was too crazy.
Did your ex live with you?
Yeah, there was like 9 of us in like a 3-bedroom house, and I had half the laundry room with my ex. But like,
did you say you had half of the laundry room?
Yeah, we had like a sheet put up, and so we had like this little laundry room thing, and that's where I stayed for $200 a month.
You paid somebody to live in half of a laundry room?
I mean, I'm trying to live in a shed or like an enclosed trailer, but it's really hard to do.
Is it?
I can't seem to find someone who's like, oh, I'll let you park my enclosed trailer on my property.
I mean, you can't do it here because I have a HOA. But I mean, I don't know specifically like that it's hard. I used to live in Ohio, and I saw some really weird shit going on in Ohio. So like, I don't know if you're just in the wrong states. Because I've seen some weird shit going around. Like this state I'm in now, they don't really tolerate a lot of weird shit. But like other states that I've lived in, I've seen some stuff.
Well, maybe I'll find that state. I mean, I applied to every single state in America and most of the other countries in the world to try and get this H-1B visa for an unknown individual who just happens to live in the Philippines and work in a hotel. But I've yet to get someone to agree to getting an H-1B visa for her.
What is that visa? What does that mean? I never.
So if you're a foreigner and you want to work in America, you need an H-1B visa. And so I've been applying to about like 1,000 jobs a week on Indeed, just like pumping through it, trying to find anyone to call me back and agree to this H-1B, but they're just like, no.
So wait, the employer needs to agree to it to get the visa. Is that how it works?
So my plan is I go wherever this job is on Earth if they agree to attempt at an H-1B visa. And they're just like, well, attempting doesn't sound like something I want to do.
Well, you don't move across the world for an attempt. It would have to be more definite.
Well, I mean, where's the adventure if you don't just like half-ass and just go for it, right? Come on.
No, I don't do that.
Well, I mean, you don't, but I mean, my life is just like the shit show, right? So I mean, fuck it, let's just go.
So, are you one of those? Are you one of those people that wake up one day and buy a plane ticket and just go get on a plane?
That's what happens. That's how I got on a TV show.
See, I plan trips like a month or at least a year in advance or a month. Like I have to have like, so you literally will wake up on a Tuesday and be like, I'm going to go to LA and just get on an airplane.
I mean, like, so when I came to Vegas, right, I was in an abusive relationship with a Vietnamese family for 4 years, and she was on meth. And so
you were in a wait, stop. You were in a relationship with an entire family?
So the mom, so it gets really complicated. So I was with this girl because the mom needed a baby to take back to Vietnam. And so her plan was I live with her family in order to get her daughter pregnant to give her the child so she could take it.
I'm sorry.
And I did that for 4 years, but the daughter never actually agreed to have the baby.
What?
Yeah, so it was like an exchange.
Were you having sex with the daughter?
Yeah, like on a regular basis, but she had like the implant, and the mom didn't believe that it was real because she prayed to Vietnamese Facebook group Buddha, and Vietnamese Facebook group Buddha removed the implant spiritually, just not physically.
All right, I tap out, guys. I tap out.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna tap out.
You have to go on my Facebook group, Vietnamese Facebook group Buddha.
What is happening
it's
right
a real
now?
thing that she just talked about every single day. It was like my life for 4 years was Vietnamese Facebook group Buddha.
I'm gonna tap out. I don't even know what's happening anymore. So I'm
just looking at dick pics of 80-year-old men right now.
So you were in a relationship with a Vietnamese family.
Yes.
Pause. We need to pause right there real quick. Whew, boy. Damn, that's a lot of stomach. I honestly don't have anything to say. I'm so speechless. Fuck. This is crazy. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I'm happy I wasn't here. I'm happy I wasn't in this chat. To be honest, I would have tapped out a long time ago. Not gonna lie to you. Do you know what? 2 things would have happened. Either one, I would have had to have left the chat, Or two, I would have had to have confronted him and asked him, why do you make these choices? Why do you think it's okay for you to be in these situations? Why do you act like this, as if these situations are just normal? You know, what was your mindset going into these things? What was your mindset doing? What kept you around this situation? You know, yeah, that's it. I'd have to drill the hell out of him, asking questions. You know, but what the hell's going on here? My whole screen just done some madness. You know, having to freaking, you know, really try and find out what the hell is going on. I need answers, because no one in their right mind would be living these kind of stories he's telling us. Yo, I'm actually disappointed that if no, let me not say disappointed. That's too strong. That is too strong. I understand the questions that were being asked by George. Every question that has been asked, not everyone, but most of them, I understand them and I agree with them. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they needed someone else who was going to be able to ask him those hard-hitting questions. Those questions of why did you do this? Why did you feel? Do you know what I mean? We need the whys. We need the whys. Man, this is crazy.
The mom wanted you to get the daughter pregnant. Please, dear God, the daughter is over 18, and eventually she never gets pregnant because she's wearing a birth control. Not wearing. She has an implant inserted as birth control, and the mom prays to a Facebook god asking to remove it spiritually.
Yes, and she was convinced that she actually succeeded in this because the can of beans that I put on top of the refrigerator was faced towards a boat with 3 masts. That's a true story. I'm not even joking. That's literally what she said. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go have sex then. And then, because the trade was, I get the house. If I get the daughter pregnant, I get the house for free because she's going back to Vietnam.
So you would go tell the mom that you were about to go have sex with the daughter?
Well, the mom would tell me to. She's like, you have sex with my daughter. And I'd be like, okay.
What the fuck? Okay. And they were going to give, in exchange for this, was a house.
Yeah.
Like the deed to a house.
Yeah, I get a deed to a house if I can give them a baby to smuggle to Vietnam.
Smuggle? Oh, so
well, because like apparently she's like, the baby shouldn't have American paperwork. So I'm like, how on earth are you going to get a baby from here to Vietnam legally without being an American citizen? Because she didn't want the baby to be American.
Well, so the pregnant daughter would have to fly to Vietnam.
Well, the daughter said she ain't going to Vietnam. So I don't know.
So you didn't get the house?
No.
Okay, so how did you get to the abuse? Who was abusing you?
The daughter, she was on meth like the whole time. And so she would just come at me with like power tools and machetes. She like threw her mom out a window. She broke the TV. She was fucking crazy.
I didn't even know Vietnamese people did meth.
She does meth.
Did you say that she threw her mom out of a window?
Yeah, it broke the window and everything. And the police were like, listen, ma'am, you need to be nicer to your mom. And I'm like, this is crazy.
She threw her mother out of a window.
Yeah, no joke. Like fucking, it was a mess. And then they're like, you got to pay for it because you made her mad because you were in the bathroom too long. And I'm just like, no, I'm allowed to go in the bathroom to use the bathroom. And they're like, no, Loren, you do this on purpose. I'm just like, what?
Was this in Washington State or Vegas?
Yeah, this was in Washington State.
Okay.
How long did you live with the Vietnamese family?
4 years of that.
4 years.
Because the rent was only $250. I could afford it.
Yo, we need answers. We need answers because I listen. I need the what he's telling us. I don't know if those answers are good enough for me personally. We need better answers from this guy. We need to rid him. Yo, get him back on the space, and I will be up at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? Get him back on there. I know obviously he can't, but we need to convince this guy to break the NDA and to get back on it because I need to question him. Yo, Loren, if you're here, you're watching this, you need to contact me, bro. Okay, we're not a bro, but yeah, you need to contact me, right? Because we need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. We need to have an interview real quick. Because I need answers. Because this shiz right here ain't right. You're saying it so casually, but I want to know why you think this is acceptable. Why you think it was acceptable for you to be involved in any of this. Raw.
With child support.
You were paying these people?
Yeah.
God, I'm sorry. This is crazy. This is just crazy.
I mean, like,
okay.
I guess you guys don't have that same life, you know?
No,
but
we're squares.
No, I can't say that I do.
No, I thought that I was cool. Honestly, I really did. But no, we don't. I don't know the life that you live. And I'm not even like 100% positive I want to. Like, it's really interesting. Like, if it was a TV show, I would be on it and watching it and hooked. But like, it sounds almost like I'm reading like a fictional book. It's so outlandishly crazy.
Well, that's what I think at first, but then I just kind of get over it.
How do you get over that?
I have to go grab my asthma inhaler.
Well, I mean, like,
I'm not fucking.
you wake up every day and you
I
tell
have
yourself, okay, do I want to sleep outside or do I want to deal with meth lady and a machete? Like, and you choose the meth lady.
I fucking sleep outside.
Well, I tried to, but you would like come hunt me down, and that's even worse.
What do you mean you would come hunt me
Because I didn't
down?
have a car or a moped or anything, right? So like the moment I step outside that house, I'm cheating. And then it's like, here she comes at me saying I'm sleeping with somebody. And I'm just like, and then the mom's out there driving around screaming at me. It got wild. I'm like, Man, where am I supposed to go?
What the fuck?
Okay.
But yeah,
all
so
right.
I was in there for 4 years, but then the librarian, Esther from the TV show, was like, listen, I got this place in Vegas you can come live in. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, just take your scooter and drive to Vegas. And I'm like, okay. And so I just took off to Vegas. And that's how I got to Vegas.
You rode a scooter from Washington State to Las Vegas?
Yeah, in November. It was the coldest and it was just brutal. It was
What
crazy.
the fuck?
Are
Well, I mean,
scooters
how else
even
am I going to
street
get my
legal?
scooter there?
Okay. So is it legal to drive a scooter that far?
So because it goes 75, you're allowed to take it on the freeway.
You were in the far.
Okay.
You were in the far right lane.
Yeah, for like 3 days.
Damn. Were you scared you're gonna get hit?
I was scared the ice was going to get me, right? I was like weaving and shit. And then like the semi trucks would almost push me over sometimes. Like it was crazy.
Wouldn't it have been safer to like take the bus and then just put the scooter underneath?
What?
Like Greyhound?
No. It's like a really, it's a big one. It's a 350. So like it's a big scooter.
Oh, we're not talking. Oh,
It's like a motorcycle moped, but not.
I'm thinking Vespa. When I hear scooter, I think small.
Okay. No, because I say moped and people will argue with me that it's not a moped, it's a scooter. So I've learned to not say moped.
Oh, see, I don't.
I know.
think
It's really hard to
ride.
tell who I'm talking to and what they're going to tell me is the correct answer.
So you rode a moped on the freeway for 3 days.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm beginning to think that it's a miracle that you're even alive right now.
That's what I keep saying. I'm like, why aren't I dead yet?
Because half the stuff that you said have never happened to anyone that I know. Like I'm beginning to think that you're like a walking miracle.
I mean, everyone says I attract crazies, and that's kind of true. Well, everyone I know
No, it's
thinks I'm completely
definitely
insane.
It's
Somehow,
You attract crazies, bro. You are crazy. You're crazy with the crazies. Let's not say and act as if like the people that you attract are the only crazy people in the situation, because you're allowing yourself to continuously be in these situations, and you actively do whatever madness that's required of you. Allegedly, I only say allegedly because I'm still trying to process whether I believe what he's telling us, and this is why I need to speak to this guy. I really need to ask some questions so I can see. When he's giving me the answers, if I feel like the answers he's giving me are making enough sense for me to say, okay, I believe your stories are real, but at the same time, I still don't condone the fact that you allowed yourself to be. I still don't condone the fact that you think it's okay for you to be in these situations, because it's not. It's far from it. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's revolting.
Faith isn't crazy though, right? So far on the show, she seems pretty normal.
She seems amazing, actually. I really like her. I
Right?
totally get why you like her. I like her.
She won't beat me to death in the garage for no reason.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So what happened to this family? Like,
The Vietnamese family?
yeah,
So-
it's just like, wait, I'm so confused right now. I just had to use my inhaler, and I pissed my pants listening to this.
Okay.
Literally.
So the daughter had to be put in jail for like the 6th time. And that's when I ran. And so the mom, I have no idea what happened to her, but the dad said, I'm out. I'm going back to Vietnam. I can't handle this. I don't care.
Wait, you said they put her in jail for the 6th time?
Yeah, like sometimes they show up and like not care, but then sometimes she'd be in jail for like 1 day to like a month, and then like I'd just be home not getting beat for a minute. So I'd be pretty happy with it.
So wait, was she in jail for domestic violence against you?
That's right.
Wow. Okay.
I just didn't put up a fight.
Holy
I do
shit.
martial arts, so I could block most of it. But then there was sometimes where it's like I can't block a screwdriver through like my arm, right? It's not going to happen.
So wait, you're saying that she stuck a
is going
screwdriver
on?
through your arm and they only put her in jail for a day?
That was like 1 week in Washington State.
There has
1
to be a
week?
comedy. There has to be a comedy club in Vegas that'll take your act, man. This is gold. This is gold.
I mean, I do a lot of live streams. I expect people to do this on my live streams, like ask questions like this, but normally they don't. They just kind of ask like really simple questions. They don't have good answers.
Oh no, that's not us. We usually ask the open-ended questions here, but I'm not gonna lie to you. You have given me a run for my fucking money. Like I expected none of the answers that you gave me. None of them.
Well, based on what, a character you've known for like an hour on a TV show?
I mean, I'm not saying that I expected anything, but I didn't expect any of the shit you said. I'm just gonna be honest. Like I'm not saying that the person on TV is what I expected, but
Right.
the stories that you're giving me, it's almost like they're two different people. Like the person that I'm watching on the show and then the person that I'm listening to is like two different people.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I watch it, I'm just like, man, I look so weird on TV right now.
You do.
Yeah,
Like
no,
honestly,
I'm sorry, but like, what makes him think that he doesn't look weird right now? The stories you've told us are more crazy than the story than what we see on the TV show. So I don't know why people are acting as if like, what we're hearing here is better than what we're seeing on the show. I think I may prefer the person on the show than the person I'm hearing here. Boy, man.
I look totes real.
they definitely went creeper vibe with you for the show. But you know, they always pick a character for every cast member. Like there's the villain, there's the victim, there's the creeper, there's the asshole, there's the rude friend. Like they always pick a character for everyone. And the funny part is they don't tell you who you are. So when you watch the show, that's when you figure out which character they gave you. So because I always hear people say they're like, I'm a villain. When did I become a villain? Because they watch the show and they're like, well shit, apparently I'm a villain now. Because they don't tell you, they just edit it the way they want it to look, and then you turn into this person.
Yeah, I told them they could do whatever they want with me, and I was just hoping. I don't know what I was hoping for, but I don't mind.
You say that a lot.
That's funny. That's funny.
Shaboot, he definitely has to be a regular on this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lauren, we do this every Friday night at 10 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern.
Okay,
So.
he
okay.
has to be a regular on this. As the season progresses, we're gonna need him back on here.
Okay, so there's gonna be some crazy bombshells that are about to drop on the show that I haven't talked about here. So like, be ready. Nothing even happened this last episode. It was just a test.
Got it.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'd get along with Big Ed too because you both have mopeds.
I keep saying I want to meet Big Ed. When we were filming, they just kept saying, "Oh, you're gonna be like the next big dude, like Big Ed," and I'm like, I don't know what that means, but like, I'm all for it if that's good.
Money wise, it's great. Like I'm not sure it's gonna help you like socially, but
You know,
money wise, it's great.
you know why it'll work? It'll work in his favor because see, Big Ed was portrayed as an asshole and really turned out to be an asshole. Loren is being portrayed as a villain, but when you hear him talking on this chat and you're listening to him, you're like, wait a minute, this is so far removed from the person we're seeing on the screen. Like this is definitely not the same person they're trying to show us.
Yeah, the person on the show is interesting. The person off the show is disgusting, creepy, concerning. I mean, that's just my opinion personally, because boy, maybe I'm missing something.
So it'll work in his favor. You know?
You're right.
I feel like I had so much more energy when I was like filming and like doing stuff, and they just like chose like a few parts where I wasn't feeling it. Maybe.
True.
But I mean, like filming was pretty cool because like we'd wake up, like I'd be just naked in my room with the door open at like 6 a.m. and then we like film until like forever, like until like midnight sometimes.
So you're not shy about being nude while they're filming you?
So there was actually a few times that we already have shown where I was already naked and they just didn't put it in.
True.
Like when we were doing like a bunch of stuff, I just get naked and like hang out with the cast with the crew, and they'd be like, "It's all good."
Well, TLC likes filming naked people.
Well, like no, okay. So like one of the people like did not like the idea that I was naked at all. They're like, "It's gonna get us in trouble," and I'm just like, "Why? Don't you want like ridiculousness? Like I don't care. Like we all look the same, right? When we're naked."
Mm-hmm.
So would y'all just be like filming a regular scene and you would just proceed to take off your clothing
If
in the
there was
middle
an
of the scene?
opportunity to do it, right? It had to make sense. Like if they're like, "Loren, you're gonna do this," and I'm like, "Well, maybe I should change. I would just be naked." Just in case. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like there's a pool. It's like, well, I could get my shorts or I could just take all my clothes off and jump in, right? I mean, like either way.
Did you make the cameraman ever laugh?
Oh yeah, no, everyone laughed. Constantly. I probably had so many good jokes they aren't going to show because I have to be the creeper, right? So they're not going to make me funny. All the good stuff is going to be cut out.
Yeah, you're going to be edited as the creeper, but on here you're the funny guy.
Yeah, I would have wanted to see the uncut version of that, man.
No,
That
like
much-
straight up, like comedy for days. Like everyone was laughing all the time, and just it's all gone.
Sometimes in life, you have to recognize that people aren't laughing with you and they're just laughing at you. Sometimes you have to recognize that. I don't know about the panel here, whether they're laughing with him or whatever, but boy, crazy.
But maybe you could ask for the footage, right? I mean, like they told me we had, like the viewers have power, so like technically you could ask for Loren jokes. Like, okay, so did you guys see that like split scene, like in one of the previews where Faith is like jabbing my arm with a tool?
I did not see that.
No, I remember seeing it. But that was a scene, and like literally the camera person did not couldn't hold it together. Like we barely probably got any footage because we were just laughing so hard the whole time. It was good.
True. George, you want to end this soon because it is a school night for some of us, quote unquote.
Yeah, we're have to end soon because you're right. It's normal work for
I
everyone
have to be at
tomorrow.
the DMV tomorrow.
Yeah, so this has been fun though. This is very.
I honestly I haven't laughed.
I haven't laughed this much in a while.
Loren, you literally made me piss my pants. Like
Okay,
literally.
well, you guys, when you watch the show though, when you give reviews and stuff, remember I'm not actually like that. You know,
I take back everything I posted about you.
you don't have to do that. But from now on, come on.
Captain Picard is very powerful. Her memes get copied on Instagram, left and right.
Yeah, she carries great influence. She does.
Okay.
I was just thinking that the other day. Now that you mentioned influence, George, real quick, I was just thinking about the other day how when Jamal it was Kim season that Jamal was do little cameos during Kim season. I was one of the ones that started the whole, oh, he's so handsome, oh, he's so this, oh, he's so that. And then everybody started like, oh, he's so cute, this and this and that. And I feel like I was responsible for putting him in that position because I started that whole trend about how handsome he was and how good looking and is he single and everybody fawning over him. Next thing you know, he lands on the damn single life and that's it. We're stuck with him forever.
You created a monster.
I created the monster. And I'm like, damn, I should have never said anything. And then when you really look at him, he's not as handsome as he looked before in her cameos.
Yeah, now he's making a living out of pillow talk.
And he's part of the 90-Day
Bad Boys.
Yeah, they're doing videos and all kind of sorts of stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, hopefully we can do the same for you, Loren, because you're comedy gold.
I mean, hopefully if I get back for another season, they'll at least let me be funny, but I doubt it.
Well, you got the right, when you got the right people pushing behind you, because Twitter has a lot of influence.
Yeah, I think it's clear that obviously the show's over now. You know what I mean? Well, with that being said, let me know your thoughts. I want to know whether you think that I was overreacting or yeah, what you think. That's if you made it this far, because goddamn, I didn't expect to be this far in. Nonetheless, though, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I really do hope to be on Shabudi's Twitter space one day. Maybe the day that I'm actually in the States, so I can be awake properly. 3 a.m. me probably be like, yeah. With that being said, I'm done. I'm out. Peace.